What's up, family? It's another beautiful day, loving every minute of it, giving thanks and praise to the Creator, whoever you might conceive Him or her to be. Now, I keep saying over and over again, it's all about knowing. Once you know, they can't really mess with you. All about knowing, folks. It's all about knowing. There's so much stuff happening. I mean, there's so much stuff going on that I can't keep up with it. I really can't. I guess have to take a break and guess take a deep breath and clear my head because so much stuff being revealed. Like, I can't really keep up with it, folks. Out here by me now, they're putting those yellow scripts on the poles right close to the house. They put in the yellow scripts on the poles, and it's like keep saying something is going on. Something is going on. I mean, you got the dust that hit New York City. You got the fires in 400 fires in Canada. Just happened out the blue. That's no coincidence. I mean, you're seeing alien ships all over the place. I mean, folks, just got to be aware. And this clip I'm going to put here, I'm piggybacking off this guy. I don't remember his name, but I don't remember his name. But he's doing some good videos. So I'm going to piggyback off of him and put a clip here that I do not own the copyright to the clip. The clip is for informational purpose only. But he's got some very deep information. So without further ado, folks, check this out. Oh, this is about cloning. Cloning was like from 1930s. Cloning people from I forget telling you, those presidents, a lot of them is not really real. They're clones. A lot of them are clones, but you don't know it. But anyway, check this out.
Oh man, that's why they be doing weird rituals like right in front of our faces on all these
Like
TV
I said,
shows,
I'm
commercials,
piggybacking off this
everything.
guy here.
Pay attention.
Absolutely. You know, if you go to Disney World, for instance, down there in the Haunted Mansion, you see the hologram, right? Oh, you know how to make a hologram. Well, our scientists have learned how to make people. They call them synthetics.
How to make people, they're synthetic.
Well, actually, we just
How
interviewed
to
John
make
Laird. He was
people.
talking about being in an audience in which they were given a lecture by a guy that they thought was real and found out later he was a hologram. Well, it's a synthetic. Synthetics, when you touch their skin, feels like plastic almost. That's the latest technique. The old techniques. You guys can rent a video. The boys from Brazil. Rent it, because in it gives you the exact way how our government's been making people. Yeah.
That's a good movie to watch. The Boys from Brazil. They tell you exactly how to make people. All right, folks.
Yeah. Well, and the Soviets had a different method. I mean, making people meaning temporary people? No, walking, talking ones. Meaning through genetics? You're not talking about that? Well, let me tell you. The movie shows it, but I'll share it with you right now. All right. All I need to do is take 2 cells off of your body, yours. Uh-huh. We give them a small electrical charge. I'm just connecting. Now I'll act like a fertilized egg. If I got a fertilized egg, all I need is a receiver in order to make it. So they were hypnotizing women, said they were being invaded by aliens. And the fetus starts growing, right? Needs food. Or they can use cows and sheep, too. Again, a food source. That's all we need. After about 14 weeks, all of a sudden that fetus is gone. Because they learn to take, that's when the fetus starts developing its own blood supply. Then they've used the pituitary hormone extract that they have, which accelerates the being that grows. And the original technology was given to our government by the Grace. Now, the reason was that our scientists were all excited because we had spare parts. If you need a heart or a liver or anything, you won't have any rejection. It's your own DNA, right? Okay, because theoretically, if we have overpopulation, we don't need more people, right? But the so-called elite are selecting on who they want to have around anyway, so we want to keep people going as long as we can. I talked to the doctor that was working on regeneration of Castro, for instance. Right. On the DNA sequencing. And they're just learning about this. Well, my understanding is that a lot of presidents have already been replaced. That's right. Yeah, I don't think they're walking around. They look old, but they basically some of the people are. I'll just give you something. I'll give you something to ponder. Get some old videos of George Bush. Just when he first came into office. Look at the person and listen to him speak. Look at his actions, and listen to his everything that's there. Now, it's a lot easier to put somebody out in front to act as a, even Bush did. He had somebody else that was up there acting like he doesn't look like it. Even Hitler had he had his stand. In fact, his stand-in was the one that they found in the
The
ground
bunker,
in
in the
Germany.
crush, yeah, when the bomb blew up.
Eva and the dog and 14 other people got
Yeah,
aboard
or that years
and
ago.
flew down to Barcelona, Spain. You were aware of that, and then ended up in Antarctica or in Swaziland, and then died a few years
Years
ago.
later, yeah, know that
That's
too.
what we heard. I have all the documents from our own government.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a contact, one
And
of our
Stalin
contacts.
Stalin asked for they tried to burn the body, and he got the body back, and so in the different ears, and the testicles were different and everything else, so they knew it wasn't Hitler.
Weird.
Cloning techniques, since 1938, they've been making clone people. There's 8 countries making clones. I have a doctor
Okay,
friend
but
that
I
all
wanna
it
know
does
where
is
you-
treat the clones.
Where do you get your information?
I get it from some of the people that are willing to come forth, and they talk to me because they hope I'll put the information out, because they always got 2 people following them, and they need to be killed. If I start talking about cloning too much, the people that get involved into that, you disappear on it. So I don't go into too many more details, but there is information that's available. And more and more of that's coming online. I just told you, go rent the movie.
Okay, Voice from Brazil.
Yeah, and you'll see the whole technique and what they show it to you at different places, so you can imagine what is going on.
Okay, so.
Now, let's go to the next step, because this is the most important part.
All right.
If your physical reality that you have, based on this physical life that you have, this dream, is made up of the experiences that is impregnated on your body and in your mind, consciously, right? Your soul memory is another thing. It goes back whatever time that you elected to be in this incarnation for whatever reason. And let's show you the division on these things. Since the body is very physical, and we just got you making a physical being in a few months for spare parts. They said, now we got the perfect deal. How can we have that work better? Well, if you go to the hospital today and get an encephalogram, what's that? That's the memory of your conscious mind. It's on the CD. Let's download it on this being. Now we got a walking, talking duplicate that has the total memory that you have, because we just took it off of your own mind.
Okay, it's like Blade
Amazing.
Runner, the android.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The only thing is that
It
it's
has no
like
soul.
this DVD recorder. Sometimes you have glitches in it, so you have to have them tuned up occasionally or redone. And so we take them to Camp David, or there's a wing at Bethesda Hospital to just tell you. If you go down there and check, you'll find
That's in Maryland.
the nurses, if they're willing to come forward, they'll tell you they work on those people, and they call them the others. I thought it was interesting. They're people. Remember, these people can think and act, but they don't have soul. That's also prophesized.
Right,
Soulless
that's
beings.
true.
soulless
That's true.
beings.
Now, we have
Yep.
another agenda that's going on, so you have to be careful of all this. There are many extraterrestrials that would like to be in on the game right now, so they can sometimes will come into these physical beings that we made to manipulate them.
I see.
So now you have a combination effort that you have to look at, and discernment. You have to discern what the game is. Well, just figure that most of the leaders we have in the world have been bought and paid for or created to think a certain way. In the world.
Only 6 solar systems out of the whole snake nebulae in the system of the Pleiades are right that are bad or negative.
Now, this is Dr. Deborah Blair. I got about 6 or 7 DVDs on him. They finally killed him a couple of years ago. And he was deep. He's the one talking about the grays. He talks about the Dracons. He talks about everything. He was deep. Dr. Deborah Blair. Check him out. Check him out.
And the United States had to choose one of them individuals to make an agreement with. Once you make a pact with the devil, or pact with life forms, you're bound to work out best you can. Nobody else is going to touch it. The United States undividedly canceled. And stated, since the canceled is very honest, and stated, we will give you the technology you want, and that's why you're finding technology speeding up so fast now, both the Soviet Union and the United States. But we want your life. We want your life force. We want your people. That's when people begin to be abducted by aliens with the government's knowledge. Begin to be put into research laboratories down in Dulce, New Mexico. That's one of the worst places right now on Earth. And begin to invade what is called the Pentagon and other places on Earth and begin to take over, clone, implant the world's leaders. Especially those that are signed an agreement with them because they said, which the United States have to know that was their privilege. Because that's the way they live, off of other energy creatures in the universe and their existence. That's why they're great. They turn kind of a greenish color when they're full and fed. The old witches of the 15th century, the hook-nosed witches, are simply their ancestors, which were called the hook-nosed race.
Okay, family, that's about it. It's all about knowing. I keep telling you, once you know and you be aware and knowledgeable, they really can't mess you because you're at the game. So keep researching, keep reading, don't watch television because it's all fake news. And just be aware, man. Just be aware. Until then, folks, love you guys. Peace out. One love.